Okay, y'all. I'm just gonna do it the regular way. I try to go live. I do not like live. I get the stuttering and stuff. I don't like it. So, okay, real quick video. This is gonna be on how I knew God wanted me to stop drinking, and also how to know if God's talking to you. God speaks to you in dreams. So I'm just gonna give a little bit of the background, and I'm gonna go into the dream that God gave me. So there was a time about in 2015, y'all. I used to drink a pint of Remy every day and pass out. Every day. I'm talking, that's like about 20 something dollars a day. That's a lot of money. Um, I did that for a few years, and then it went from Remy to just whatever I would drink. All I know is every day I had to drink until I passed out. And that was like that for years, y'all. That's how I dealt with my depression. Now, fast forward up until maybe like within the last year or so, I stopped drinking hard liquor like Remy and Hennessy and all that. But I started drinking beer every day, or I would drink a whole bottle of wine or a wine cooler or something. That's still me spending about $10 a day on alcohol. And when you add up $10 a day, that's what, $70 a week, $280 in a month. That's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? There's other stuff more productive that I could have did with that money. But that's how I did it. I turned to alcohol. And in the midst of drinking, we all know drinking leads to a whole lot of other things. Drinking opens you up to a lot of other spirits, y'all. So it's not good to be a drunkard, because being a drunkard, you opening yourself up for other things to come in. And not only that, drinking breaks down your body out. Like, I had looked in the mirror a few months ago at my eyes. My eyes were starting to turn that yellowish brown. Like, you see alcohol, their eyes start turning colors. Like, the whites of my eyes was starting to turn colors. I was breaking my body down. Now that I don't drink anymore, I see that they turning back white. That is going away. So that's the sign right there. You need to stop drinking. You breaking your body down. But even in the midst of me seeing that, I still was drinking. And we'll make an excuse. Well, I'm not drinking hard liquor. It's just beer. It's just wine. Yeah, it's just beer and wine. But you're not giving your body a break. You're doing it excessively. And it's costing you money. So Proverbs 21:17 says, he that loves pleasure will be a poor man. He who loves wine and oil will not be rich. And that's true, because that money I could have been saving. I could have invested in it. I could have did a lot of stuff with that money. And then we're not only talking about a couple months. I'm doing this every day, every month for years at a time. That is a lot of money. And then we like to run. We want to ask God, oh, Lord, please just bless my finances. Oh, let this happen. Let me get this money, this, that, and the other. And it's like, okay, you have the money, but look what you're spending it on. You're spending it on stuff that you don't need, that don't mean you no good. You got the money. Look at what you're spending it on. He who loves pleasure will be a poor man. If that's your pleasure and that's what you spending it on, don't sit here and say you don't have no money, because you have money for what your pleasure is. So it says, he who loves wine or oil will not be rich, man, because if you love it, whatever you love, that's what you're going to give your time to. Just like whoever you love, that's who you're going to get your time to. You're going to get your time to. So I had a dream. Okay, let me just read this real quick. Job 33:14-16 says, for God speaks once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep fall upon man, and slumbering upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men and seal their instruction. So, if you sleep upon the bed, it says in dreams, of course, he's not talking to the physical you. He's speaking to your spirit. Our dreams are giving us insight into what's going on in our lives spiritually. You know, we like to discount dreams. Oh, I just had this crazy dream, this, that, and the other. You always have crazy dreams, and then all crazy stuff always happen in your life. Your dreams are insight into what's pending for you spiritually. Your dreams speak to your spiritual life, y'all. It's important that we pay attention to our dreams. God speaks to us in dreams. He's showing us what's pending for us in dreams, whether it be of the enemy or whether it be for him. He speaks to us in dreams. He let us know if there's something in our life that we need to clean up, he's going to show it to us in a dream. If it's somebody in our life that we need to get rid of, we're going to have bad dreams about that. People like, come on, we're going to God speaks to us and he shows us things spiritually in our dreams. So I'm going to read Job 33, 14 and 16 again before I go into the dream. So it says, for God speaks once, yes, twice, yet man perceive it not. So a lot of times God talks to us all day. That what they call it, your conscience, or what they say, woman's intuition or whatever. There be God speaking to us. You know what I'm saying? When you go to do something and then you get that thought like, oh, I shouldn't do this. Oh, I shouldn't go there. There be God speaking to you. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we be so busy and we push it out to the side just for us to do it. And then it backfires. It would be like, I knew I shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? So God speaks once, yeah, twice, yet we perceive it not. We shut it down. So then God's like, okay, let me go to them in a dream. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's important to pay attention to our dreams, because as God speaking to us, it's him showing things to us. So it says, for God speaks once, yet twice, yet man perceive it not. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep fall upon men, and slumbering upon the bed, then he opened the ears of men and seals their instruction. He's letting you know what to do. Whether it's you got something bad going on, you need to handle this situation, or even if it's something good, he talks to you how to handle a certain thing. Yeah, that's our instructions, guys. Our dreams are our instructions. He's speaking to our spirit. So this is how I knew when God was telling me he don't want me drinking no more. That my life, he told me drinking was causing my life to go backwards and I need to stop. So a few months ago, I had a dream. And in a dream, I was in my car. Whenever you see your car in your dream, your car represents your life. Most of the time, your car is going to represent your life. And depending on where you're sitting in the car, it's going to represent your position in life. So if you're sitting in a driver's seat, you're controlling your car. That means you're in control of your life. If you sit in the passenger seat and say you see somebody else, like a spouse or somebody sitting in the driver's seat of your car, that means that person is controlling your life. You get what I'm saying, guys? So in this dream, it's just me. I'm in my car. I'm in a driver's seat. Remember, the car represents my life. And now, all of a sudden, the car starts going backwards, and it's going backwards fast. So if the car represents my life, I'm not going backwards. That's saying your life is going backwards. You know what I'm saying? Your life is going backwards. So the car was going backwards, and it was going backwards fast. And it was like I went through this warehouse building, like it was open and people were in there working. I was like going through the warehouse building, and right before I crashed into a wall, I was probably like this close from crashing into a wall. The car came to a screeching stop. And a woman ran over there and she was like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" You know, and she opened the door for me to get out the car. And when I went to get out, but when I was going to get out the car in the dream, it was like the dream zoomed in like a vision. It zoomed in onto the cup holder. And in the cup holder, I had like an open wine cooler. God showing me alcohol drinking is causing your life to go backwards. He want me to stop drinking. That's why I didn't crash. I was going backwards, but at some point, he showed me, you're going backwards, but it's going to stop. I'm going to stop you before you crash. So that's how I knew God wanted me to stop drinking. It was causing my life to go backwards. It was causing me not to have finances because I'm spending my money on it. I wasn't making good decisions. You know what I'm saying? It tell you to be sober-minded because the enemy is roaring around looking for who he may devour. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not in a sober mind, you can't see the attacks of the enemy. If you're not in a sober mind, you know what I'm saying? If you're drunk, you're opening yourself up for Satan to come in and devour you. Just think about people that get drunk and you getting drunk with somebody at a party, and then you hear stories about that you done got drunk at a party and the person got raped or the person got robbed. You know what I'm saying? Or people get drunk and get into fights and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That opens you up for other stuff to happen. When you're not of a sober mind, that gives room for the enemy to come in and wreak havoc. So, God told me, stop drinking. You causing your life to go backwards. Stop and leave it alone. So, that's another way that we can know when God is talking to us. I have a lot of dreams. A lot of us out here are dreamers. We don't understand our dreams, but a lot of us out here are dreamers. Our dreams have significance, guys. When we look at the scripture and different prophets and different people that God spoke to in a dream, and they interpreted and it came to pass and all that, our dreams have significance, guys. We have to start paying attention to our dreams because it's showing what's pending and what's going on in our lives. So I just wanted to share that real quick. Have a good night, and I love y'all.